Mom's lying again, my ex sneered across the courtroom. The judge raised an eyebrow, scribbling notes. I froze, heart pounding, as whispers spread through the room. My 9-year-old tugged my sleeve and whispered 4 words. Silence fell instantly. My name is Jillian Carter, I'm 34 years old, and I never imagined being accused of instability in front of a courtroom full of strangers. I work as a special education teacher, spending my days helping kids who struggle to be heard. When my relationship with my ex began, I thought he cared. After our separation, he began painting me as unstable in court. I've always been patient, responsible, and fiercely protective of my child. I manage our home, school schedules, therapy appointments, and extracurricular activities single-handedly. Friends tell me I'm calm under pressure, but facing public accusations tested me more than anything. I wasn't rich, flashy, or with a high-powered lawyer, but I had something they didn't expect: clarity, evidence, and the unwavering support of the one person who mattered most: my child. If you've ever been misjudged or accused unfairly, hit subscribe. Do you know what it's like to be doubted in front of everyone who matters? Share your story below. Click hype if you've had to stand strong for yourself or your kids. The courtroom was packed. My ex's attorney smirked as they presented selective text messages, emails, and witnesses claiming I was unfit. She can't handle her responsibilities, my ex said loudly, pointing at me. Gasps and murmurs spread through the audience. I felt my hands tremble, but I stayed seated, letting my child sit next to me. The judge asked me to respond, and my voice wavered at first. My ex leaned back, clearly enjoying the humiliation. Then my 9-year-old, sitting quietly beside me, suddenly stood. She's my mom, they said clearly. 4 words that echoed. Every head turned. Even the attorneys paused. The courtroom went silent. My ex's smirk faltered. That small moment shifted the energy completely. But the battle was far from over. During testimony, my ex repeatedly misrepresented events, framing me as reckless or neglectful. Witnesses he brought claimed I lost patience or ignored responsibilities. My child's calm, factual recounts contradicted everything, but I had to stay composed. I gritted my teeth, knowing public perception was swinging against me. He tried to control every scheduling detail, threatening court delays if I didn't comply. He submitted misleading documents about school attendance and medical appointments. I started to compile my own evidence quietly. Photos, signed reports, and messages showing my diligence. He suggested limiting my custody time, claiming I was too emotional to decide for my child. The judge looked concerned, and my ex smiled, believing he had me cornered. I felt cornered, frustrated, but I refused to let panic show. Every document I had collected became a silent weapon ready for the right moment. What they didn't know was that I kept meticulous records. Every school report, every doctor's note, every shared text message showing my responsibility. Emails from teachers confirmed my involvement. Calendar logs tracked therapy, homework, and extracurricular activities. Notes I'd made after confrontations painted an accurate timeline. I hadn't shown any of it yet. I wanted to let the ex overplay his hand. I had a folder labeled "In Case of Court," sitting quietly on my laptop. My child, too, had been practicing recounting events truthfully in clear, simple words. They had no idea how prepared I was or how precise my child's memory could be. The small details that seemed mundane would become explosive evidence when revealed. Every lie he told, every manipulation, every exaggeration was documented. The moment had to be perfect for maximum impact. My childhood friend Carla, who worked as a paralegal, volunteered to help organize the evidence. She guided me through court filing procedures and evidence presentation without revealing strategy to my ex. My ex grew overconfident, believing he had fully convinced the judge and audience. Relatives and onlookers whispered that I would never get custody or prove anything. Behind the scenes, Carla and I built a timeline, double-checked all documents, and rehearsed my child's brief testimony. Each day increased tension. My ex continued provocations, confident he had trapped me. The courtroom drama reached a boiling point as final statements approached. Carla's guidance gave me calm focus, and my child's quiet diligence was preparing the ultimate surprise. I watched my ex pace, unaware that the coming testimony would leave him speechless. The judge called for final testimonies. My ex leaned back, smug. I handed the judge a binder with a complete timeline, supporting documents and witness statements. Your Honor, this shows a full account of responsibilities, I said calmly. My ex scoffed. This is irrelevant. Carla whispered guidance, and I nodded to my child. The judge gestured, allowing my 9-year-old to speak. My child recounted specific events, school drop-offs, doctor visits, homework support, and after-school activities. Each sentence contradicted the ex's claims. The courtroom was silent. Even the jury leaned forward. I then presented messages and emails proving my ex misrepresented facts and attempted to manipulate records. The judge examined documents carefully. It appears there is significant evidence in your favor, the judge noted. My ex stammered, unable to respond convincingly. The judge questioned my child briefly about consistency. The child answered clearly, logically, and without coaching. Every lie my ex told unraveled in front of everyone. The judge acknowledged the record as accurate and confirmed custody arrangements aligned with the evidence. Relief washed over me as the balance of authority shifted. The final humiliation fell on the ex, who had underestimated the power of preparation and truth. Silence, followed by a courtroom nod of respect, confirmed justice had been served. I walked out of the courtroom empowered, my child's hand firmly in mine. The ex faced consequences for misleading the court and attempting to discredit me. Custody was affirmed, and boundaries were clearly established. Carla stayed with us, helping with organization and emotional support. I realized something important. Preparation and truth outweigh manipulation and fear. My child witnessed honesty and courage in action, learning accountability and resilience firsthand. I finally allowed myself a deep breath, knowing the worst public humiliation had passed. The experience strengthened my confidence, parenting skills, and faith in meticulous preparation. I could now face future challenges knowing that integrity and foresight were my strongest allies. Standing tall, I felt validated not by approval, but by having clear, undeniable proof. Have you ever been misrepresented or accused unfairly in front of others? Share your story in the comments. Subscribe to connect with others who refuse to be silenced or misjudged. Click hype to help this story reach someone who needs courage today. Let this story remind you. Preparation and truth are stronger than lies or public humiliation. Standing up for yourself is tough. If you faced false accusations or exclusion, subscribe and join our community. Let us know this story helped by clicking hype. Share your experience. And tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing how far these stories travel. Your courage can inspire someone else to stand strong.